toughest things to do in all of college football is win on the road. When you're a ranked team going into a hostile environment, these fans are ready to knock them off course. Welcome to Chestnut Hill, Massachusetts, home of the Boston College Eagles. As we'll see the national champions from last year, the Clemson Tigers, taking on a fellow ACC opponent, the Boston College Eagles. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, David Pollack, and Jesse Palmer with me. Guys, it's time to get it going. Clemson will kick off to get us underway. And he takes this from inside the 5. Not a whole lot of room to operate on that return as the coverage unit was there and ready. The give to the tailback. They get him stopped at the 26, but that'll be enough for this offense to go to work on first down.
All right, defense, that's what we can't do. We can't give up this many chunk yards on the ground. Got to commit more guys to the line of scrimmage. Got to get those running backs on the ground. That's way too easy.
Setting up for a 1st and 10 from the 26. Wide receiver comes in motion. This is a designed run. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
You know when you're playing against a defense of this caliber, you're going to have some sort of balance, right? You can't just drop back and throw it every single play. Nothing going on that last run. They're going to have to find another way to get it going and handing the ball off.
And the Golden Eagles have put themselves in dire straits after that last play. It's 2nd and a mile. Got his man. Makes the grab almost to the first down marker, but a good pickup on that one.
And quarterback dropping back, understanding I'm getting zone coverage. All I got to do is be a little bit patient, manipulate that defense a little bit. My wide receiver runs that drag, and I get the first down.
And he can't grab the bullet pass on 3rd down.
Man, I like the aggressiveness on 3rd and short, trying to throw the football, take advantage of a look that they got. They weren't successful, and now it's 4th and short territory. Who knows what they're going to do?
Punt is on its way. He's got it. He's got great speed. Man, oh man, did that coverage team have its hands full. Well, not full because they didn't get a hand on him for quite a while. Great return there. Trying to start the drive with a pass. Grabbed in the middle, it's Lewis. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down marker. As you watch how a season unfolds and you get off to a good start like these guys have in ACC play, that momentum can really be powerful.
Oh, 100%. The momentum, the confidence. Like, you go from starting the season and saying, we want to be great in these areas, and now you're starting to see it, starting to pile up some conference wins. Now, Jesse, getting to the middle of the season, and you got to continue to evolve, right, and be ready for some of these rivalries.
No doubt about it. And I think they also like the fact that they've got some guys stepping up and making plays consistently. It's one thing to do it often in non-conference play against weaker competition early in the year, but now that you're into the meat of your ACC schedule, they've got guys on both sides of the ball that they can count on week in, week out.
On 4th down, they could boot the field goal, but looks as if they'll go for it. On 4th down, they'll try to throw it. Rush is on him. Makes a catch. First down and maybe a lot more. And that's where they'll mark him, but a very productive play, and they'll move the chains.
Well, you got to give this quarterback a ton of credit because he showed tremendous confidence on that throw. That wasn't just trying to throw to the sticks. That was being aggressive and throwing it down the field. Not a high percentage throw, but he had confidence in his guy to win one-on-one and to keep the drive alive.
Clemson is quick to the line. Second down, they'll go to the air. Going for it all. And it's incomplete as he was trying to finish the drive with a score.
I think the QB wants that one back. You know, you're down here in the red zone, tighter areas, hard enough to fit it in, but definitely not wanting to fit it in against double coverage, and he misses, and probably a good miss because that could have been worse.
Oh, they really could have used that catch there. Physical pass defense. It brings up a fourth down. They'll try to cap off this drive with a field goal. Not a particularly long kick from 36 yards out, but he'll have to guide it in from the left hash.
And that's not the way they wanted to end the drive, but nice job being ready and your field goal kicker coming through and putting 3 points on the board.
Just into the end zone, and he'll bring it out. I know he thinks he can house every return, but sometimes you just have to take a knee as he stopped at the 14. BC has the ball back, hoping for a party in the mods. They're going to need to get something started, finding themselves in a 3-0 hole. Quarterback on the keeper. Turning it on! Out across the 40 and forced out of bounds at the 42, and now this offense is clicking.
This is an offense that can move the sticks in a whole lot of different ways. Now you're seeing it on the option here. Great job by the quarterback. Reading the defense, there's nobody there taking him, so he puts his foot in the ground, he gets upfield, and he's got really nice elusiveness once he's out in the open field. He shows you that on that explosive play, picking up the first.
And he never had a chance, just stopped cold as soon as he got it. The Golden Eagles now with a long way to go to pick up the first down. They'll leave it with him. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
And this is every defensive coordinator's dream, right? Watching your defense go out on first down TFL, second down TFL. Now you set up third and long. Everybody knows they're going to throw it, and your pass rushers can pin their ears back. Outstanding job being physical by this defense.
Fires the pass, intercepted. Takes it the other way. And they capitalize not only on the pick, but the great return to give the offense tremendous field position. Bunch formation for these receivers. Out of the gun, the inside handoff to the running back.
And winning first downs is a priority for a defense, and you can't get bludgeoned. You can't get physically beat at the point of attack. You know the percentages. It's usually pretty good on first down that they're going to run the football. So them getting that big chunk, getting in second and short, not a good job by this defense.
Makes him talk to the hand. Really good running, gets it into the red zone, and they'll have it at the 16.
And, you know, big chunks like this don't happen unless you commit to the run game. You got to get those big boys up front into the game, understanding I want to knock people off the football, create some holes like you do here for my running back, make the game easy.
They're going to go right back to him on first down. Stopped at the 13-yard line as the drive continues. To work on second down in the red zone, and still some ground to cover to pick up that first down. They've got him looking right, but they're going to throw it into the end zone, and he will score. The question now, will it count as we check out the laundry on the field? They're facing a third down. From the gun, wants to pass. Makes the grab. And he cruises his way to the house. Touchdown, Tigers!
This offense is so good. Man, they can hurt you in so many different ways, and they do it so quick, so explosive. They can put small drives together, big drives together. They've really had a great year, and that's why they're a top 10 offense.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And with the extra point, they're now up by a touchdown and a field goal at 10. Quick work on that scoring drive, just 4 plays. And they finish it by firing one in from the 13 for the score. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. He'll bring it out. Gets it out to the 20, about 5 yards short of where he'd be if he'd just taken a knee in the end zone. In front of them as they open this possession from their own 20. Coming out on first down with the play fake. He turns that loose down the right side. Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch.
Yeah, and I love taking deep shots. I think it makes cornerbacks play honest, safeties play honest, and you can tell just missed a little bit deep on that shot. But listen, those are shots that we want to take because the risk is definitely worth the reward.
And they make the stop, and that will likely bring us to the end of the first quarter. We've reached the break. Clemson has the lead. And that was an impressive and dominant first quarter. Let's take a look at the stats before we move on. This could be a pivotal moment in this game as we open the second period and they try to find a way to answer. This offense had a little extra time to think about it. Let's see what they have on third down. From the gun, wants to pass. Soft spot in the middle. He'll have enough for the first down, and they stop him at the 45. And they just want to give this guy a chance to make a play on third down, and more times than not, he is going to deliver.
He's so good, so efficient, such a good route runner, got the speed, got the complete game, so you definitely want to highlight him, and especially on those downs that matter the most. If something's not open quick underneath, find him, he'll make those contested catches.
And the Golden Eagles with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. Wants to fire on second down. Just too much mustard on that one. Can't miss the target that badly.
Hey, you see those balls in practice sometimes. They're just off the mark. You don't know how to control it. You don't know what goes wrong, but sometimes QBs miss, and it's an incompletion.
Third and long from the 42. If they can get some of it, it might give them a chance to go for it on fourth down. Maybe a double pass. Pressure coming. And the incomplete pass will bring up fourth down.
You got to love that. On defense, one of the most critical statistics out there is how do you play on third down? How do you prevent the opponent from keeping drives alive? Right there, tackling the catch. You gave up the completion. Whoop-de-doo. You set up fourth and long. You're going to get the ball back. Go get some water and sell it.
Clemson has their paws on it, and they'll send out the offense. He stuck the last drive in the end zone. They'll try to follow suit here. They'll try the run. Runs through the tackle. They make the stop after a gain of 3 to the 31.
And I kind of like how the running back didn't mess around. Like, just get downhill when you see an opening. A lot of times they close so fast, man. Be decisive, stick your foot in the ground, pick up 3 to 4, and we are not going to complain.
Touch pass on the jet sweep. Oh, he's got some space. The 40, past the 30, the 10, and he slipped through the crowd, and he'll house it. Touchdown, Clemson. No midseason doldrums for these guys as they push out the lead in week 6. Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
Interesting to see the ripple effects after this one in the SEC today, fellas. Florida dominated almost from wire to wire. And a game like this makes you harken back to those Chris Lee, Tim Tebow, Brandon Spikes teams that won it all in 2006 and again in 2008. An SEC clash and an impressive showing that could be a huge confidence builder for this program. Back to you.
Yeah, how about that? Sounds as if they had a good ball game there. Kevin, thanks for the update. If you plan to deal with the Tigers, you better be able to handle their defensive front. They have a whole legacy of this dating back to the fridge, William Perry.
Big old legacy, and it seems like every year they rotate so many guys that are so high.
Intercepted. A first-half turnover can swing momentum. And he's going to score on the interception. Touchdown, Tigers. Look, I know it's only the second quarter, but we're starting to see a pretty significant gap develop between these two teams right now.
No doubt. When your defense is scoring, your offense is scoring, good things happening for your ball club. This defense on point, reading their scouting report, making big plays.
No shot at a return. It's out of the end zone, and it'll be a touchback. Boston College sending the offense back onto the field. They face a pretty tall mountain here, Jesse, down 24, but if they're going to climb it, this is a good time to start.
Sense of urgency's got to be big right here. You just get the feeling at this point of the game, David, they've got to score on this drive. Obviously, their defense needs to get stops, but at this point, offensively, they've got to execute much better.
They got to be super aggressive. Down 24, you're going to need 3 touchdowns, 3 two-point conversions, everything to kind of go your way. So fast and throwing the football.
They finally wrestle down the senior, but not before he picks up some valuable ground.
And a great job by the offensive line. If you're going to run the ball right at the middle, you better control the line of scrimmage. You can see the center, the guard, the tackles doing a good job getting on their guys just enough where this running back can get into space and make the big gain.
The offense changing the play. Looking to throw on first down. Working the middle. And he earns a first down, and boy, did he earn it after taking that lift.
Well, Reese, you and I were talking about this before the game. How is this defense going to be able to deal with all the speed they have offensively? You saw them just rip off a big play.
And, Jesse, now their head's spinning just a little bit. Give up a big chunk play, and it's right back at them. This offense has had trouble getting it in gear, but maybe a little life here on 1st and 10. Leaves it with the back. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield.
And how about that young man getting in the backfield again? He's really got his fingerprints all over this game so far to start it, man. We're still in the first half, and he's got a sack. He's got a tackle for a loss. These are the kind of plays that really help your defense push these offenses behind the sticks.
Finds his big tight end. That completion takes them down to the 7-yard line, and they are ready to strike.
You get the completion, and now you set up a manageable 3rd down situation in the red zone. This is a huge down in distance in this game.
Tight quarters deep in the red zone, but they can pick up a first down without scoring. 3rd down. Tries to surge ahead on the sneak.
And, David, on 3rd and inches right there, that's often a decision the quarterback predetermines. Who's my best guard? That's the guy I'm going to try to get behind.
And I know that defensively, too, but I'm just trying to dive and create a pile, but it's so hard to stop that play. That's why you see it ran so successful.
We thought we might see some of this. They'll go to the Wildcat formation here. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. We're at the 2-minute timeout, and these guys really need to build a little momentum to cut into this lead before halftime. After getting nothing, it's 2nd and goal from the 6. Looking to fire. And he was hit just as he released it, and it falls to the turf.
Second and goal, no dice for this offense. If I'm on offense right now, I'm thinking about who are my mismatches? Who are my big bodies out wide that I can throw them the football and they can make a play over top of somebody?
Looking to the end zone on 3rd and goal. And into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Boston College.
Man, nice job getting the passing game going. This is big, man. Going into half, and listen, I know you're trailing, but building some momentum. Maybe this second half we can keep airing the football out, cutting into this deficit, and who knows what the heck will happen.
And after the extra point, they're now down 24-7. They're set to kick it off. You think this crowd's going to get loud when their defense comes on the field? Catches it inside his 20. Chance to really gain some ground. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. The drive comes from the 22. Send the tight end in motion. To the ground with the back. Plows through the defense. All the way out to the 38-yard line. It's a gain of 15.
Defense is going to have their hands full trying to get this guy on the ground, man. He's got some serious moves once he has the ball in his hands.
He had the perfect play to open the drive, and now they'll snap it again from the 38. They think they can impose their will here with the run to the right. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
Awesome job up front by this defensive line, being so good at the point of attack and eating blocks, eating some double teams that allows these linebackers to run free, unencumbered, and get to the football.
Second down, they'll go to the air. Dances away to buy time. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender. We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. Now facing a 3rd and long. Defense showing blitz, trying to rattle this quarterback. On 3rd down, he drops to throw. Fires to the wideout. Wide open, makes the catch. They get him on the ground late in the half. They have the first down at the 41. The Tigers come to the line with a new set of downs. Looking downfield on 1st down. He'll throw it. And he's looking to the sideline. It's incomplete.
This quarterback, man, is scary fast. I think sometimes he's too fast. I think on a play like that, sometimes when you're on the run, you just want to sort of settle yourself a little bit, get your feet under you so you can make a more accurate throw.
Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on 2nd down. After the incompletion, they go back up top. Fires toward the end zone. It's picked off, and they ruin the drive with a turnover. And they'll close in on him after a good return on the interception.
And you wonder if that interception is going to bring this guy back down to reality a little bit. He was lights out early in this game. Everything he was throwing was right on the money, and that might have been a decision where he got a little bit greedy, and David, the defense made him pay.
And this defense has seen it time and time. They've been throwing the football, having success. Nice job adjusting, breaking on the football, making a play. They needed to break serve. They needed something to happen to go their way to kind of mess this guy's rhythm up. That might be the starter.
These little gains can start to add up as he gets it up to the 34. The clock will stop with this timeout from the offense. They'll get a chance to regroup on the sideline. One more snap coming before halftime. Looking to go up top, and time's running out in the half. Pass is incomplete, and half comes to a close on that play. That's going to wrap up the first half here, and now we join Kevin with the halftime update. It's all teed up. Boston College will kick to start this third quarter. He'll bring it out from inside his own 10. He only needs a sliver of daylight. He's on the loose. And there he goes. He will score. Touchdown, Clemson. They've extended this lead, guys, but sometimes in a rivalry game, you get down and you fight back that much harder.
Man, you've seen crazy comebacks and crazy swings of momentum in rivalry games. You just need that first thing to break your way, Palmer.
And I think it really comes down to their key playmakers, David. They can come back, but these guys need to take ownership. Now's the time. In this type of game, they have got to step up and start making plays.
And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
We've been talking about this Big 12 showdown all week, guys. Let's show you how things played out. Texas Tech was able to squeak one out in front of those home fans in Lubbock. In fact, I think in the end, the difference may have been Red Raider Nation, who will enjoy this win. Just another week in the Big 12 where anything can happen on any given Saturday. As we send things back to you guys.
Kevin, thanks a lot for that one. Sounds as if they had a good one there. BC has it back and the Eagle offense returns to the field. Wants to go up top on first down. Trying to burn this defensive back. And it's incomplete. They were looking for the huge gain on first down.
Well, you can see the frustration on this guy's face. He's one of the best receivers in college football, and they knew coming into this game that he had to get touches, but you can't say enough about how good this defense has been defending him. They've always had an answer, whether it's single coverage, double coverage, man or zone. They have not let him go off, and that's a big reason why they're winning this game.
On those screen passes, I want those defensive linemen to run right up the field, and I want to throw it right over their head where I got some space and I can get my running back going. That is the opposite of what happened right there. There was no space. He couldn't even get going.
He unleashes a long one. And they can't hook up on the big play, and that brings up a fourth down. Offense calls a timeout here. Critically important to make sure they have the right play called and everyone on the same page here. Boston College lining up to punt this one away. He'll try to really get into this one. They punt it away on fourth down. That's usually prime return position, but he'll make the fair catch just outside the 40. Clemson ready to dial up some ball plays. They've got it on offense. That last drive was promising for a while, but you just can't mess it up at the end with the pick, Jesse.
No, you got to be able to finish drives, especially in this game if you're going to win. And, David, they've got to be able to eliminate the mental mistakes.
Yeah, and I don't think you get conservative or play it safe. You can trust your guy. I think you put the ball right back in his hands and let him do his thing.
Leaves it with the running back. Shakes off the defender.
This shouldn't be a surprise to anybody. If you've got the lead in the third quarter and you want to keep it, you got to bleed the clock. Best way to do that, run the football. And you're now seeing this offense call these run plays back to back. They are trying to be physical, and they're trying to stay on the field.
They give it to him again. They went right back to him, and this time the defense was all over him. Nothing to show for that run.
You got to give the defense credit. They knew a big key in this one was slowing this dude down, especially after how well he played the last time out. They have been swarming him. They have been gang tackling him and getting a lot of penetration up front.
Third down, and they'll need to get the ball to the 38-yard line. From the gun, wants to pass. Moves around to clear up the vision. And that's incomplete. A defender all over him. Knocked the ball to the ground. Fourth down coming up.
Yeah, and you just wonder if the defense now has taken out some frustration. Obviously, they've been getting lit up all over the place. And that time, they finally gave it back to the offense there. Really nice, big, clean hit. This defense needs a little bit more of that as the game goes on.
Got his man on the right. How about that defense rising up and stopping stopping him short on 4th down.
Great coverage on that 4th down play. Nice job blanketing the receiver out wide. The defense, you could tell, they knew they were going for it. They had a game plan. They get the big stop and turn it over to their offense.
You're going to stop the run game, you better be physical up front on the defensive line. They've got some maulers. They've got some dudes with bad intentions. Nice play there.
Wide receiver going in motion. He might want another play. To the air on 2nd down. Bought a little time, lets it go. Right on the money. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there. Still a bit short of the 1st down.
And I love when my quarterback sees zone and knows exactly where to go with the football. Sees the wide receiver running the drag route, knows when to throw it, pulls the trigger for the easy completion.
The Golden Eagles line up, trying to move the sticks on 3rd and short. From the gun, wants to pass. The throw to the outside is complete. Oh, a lot of space. Touchdown, Eagles. Once he got a step, it was all over, right to the house.
Quarterback's abilities to read the field is huge, and also the anticipation, the timing. To be able to throw the football, Jesse, and hit a guy in stride so he can get run after the catch and get in the end zone, that was a nice job by the quarterback.
Yeah, it's critical, David. Listen, a lot of times, touchdown passes aren't thrown into the end zone. You've got to read the coverage, hit the open guy, and let him do the rest.
Looking to throw. He's got it in the end zone for the 2 as they draw a little closer. Quick strike offense on that 3-play scoring drive. And the scoring play coming on a 56-yard touchdown pass. They're set to kick it off, and this crowd now ready to get behind them. Bounces through the end zone. It's a touchback. They'll bring it out to the 25. Clemson has their paws on it, and they'll send out the offense. And after that last score, this is just a 2-possession game now, and they'll be looking to find some cushion on this drive. Defense in the right spot. They stop him after a gain of 2 to the 28.
That's a really good job by the defense, wrapping them up, getting them on the ground, take away that run game, make them one-dimensional, put them in passing situations. Really good job by the defense.
They'll go to work in the air on 2nd down. Using the quick game. He'll move it up to the 37-yard line, and it'll be a 1st down. Good job by the receiver there not to run into coverage, but to find a spot that the quarterback could throw him the ball.
Yeah, on those types of routes, Reese, they say if you're looking, you're booking. So if that's man coverage, the receiver's staring at the quarterback all the way across the field. That time, the receiver didn't give the quarterback his eyes, so they were on the same page. They both knew it was zone, and they executed that perfectly.
That's caught. It's Lewis. And he's brought down after a nice gain.
It's a nice play call there. You've got 2-possession lead. You're trying to keep the defense guessing, right? Because you've got that lead, they know you're going to run it, but you still have got to be able to sprinkle in some shot plays and some vertical throws.
It's a fumble. Defense covering it up and not letting the offense get it back. It's a
I'll tell you, honestly, I don't know what that player could have done to hold on to that football. That defender absolutely popped him. He knocked him into next week. There was no chance he was holding on to that ball.
And how about the keen eyes and sharp awareness from the coach to challenge that call, and the officials agree it'll go his way. From the gun, they'll try to impose their will. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender.
The big fella in the middle, man. Those defensive tackles, they go such a long way in deciding and really stopping the other team's run game. Just forcing contact with those guards and those centers, owning the line of scrimmage, and getting running backs on the ground.
They need the 40 to convert here on 3rd down. Gets it out fast. Puts him in the spin cycle. They are on the move as they pick up the 1st down. They'll spot it at the 28.
The defense has got to be able to make a play at some point here in the second half. You're down 2 possessions. You need to steal a possession badly. You need to have a takeaway. The coverage is going to have to be way tighter than on that last throw. Otherwise, this offense is just going to go up and down the field.
They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover to pick up the first. The Tigers with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving. Now the play fake. And the defense makes a play, and they get the quarterback down at the 26.
They tried to go play action, but that did not affect the defensive tackle. He was bull rushing his guy, collapsing the pocket, and he comes away with a sack.
Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On 3rd and long, he's going to have to throw for it. Unloads to the wideout. Wide open downfield. He'll be stopped just short of the end zone, but they'll have it 1st and goal.
Well, I think on that play you saw why this guy's such a big weapon in this offense. At receiver, he does such a nice job with his routes. He's patient, and he's consistent, and he's got good hands. You don't see him put a lot of balls on the ground. Nice job there picking up the first down.
He's got it down to the 1-yard line right on the doorstep of Pater.
And we saw it last week with this offense, right? They know who they are down here. They're going to be physical. They gave him the football, and what did he do? He rewarded you with 2 touchdown runs. I look for this offense to continue the physicality and hand that man the ball again.
He'll be stopped at the line of scrimmage, and time has expired here in the 3rd. We've come to the end of the quarter, and Clemson has the lead. Let's take a quick look at the national rankings to see how this playoff race is shaping up. They'll try to open this quarter by sticking it in the end zone here. On 3rd and goal, they'll throw it. And it's intercepted, maybe breathing a little life into this team. And they'll drag him down after a good return on the interception.
All right, sense of urgency now has to go through the roof for this team. They needed their defense to come up with that turnover right there. So if you're on offense, you got to get these plays called. You got to get aggressive, take some shots, because you can now go and win this game.
Making side adjustments here. Wants to throw on 1st down. On target over the middle. They stop him just a link or 2 short of the first, and man, what they can do on 2nd down here.
I think if you're the head coach at this point, you're telling your offense, it doesn't matter what's happened up at this point in the game. Obviously, things haven't gone our way, but we have a chance to execute in a 2-minute situation and give ourselves a chance to win. Let's go do it 1 play at a time.
Yeah, and this offense, listen, we're in warp speed, right? We got to score a bunch of points here. We're down. We're trailing. We got to go fast, but we also got to get first downs. And that's a nice job sneaking in the run, getting the first down, and now we crank the tempo back up.
He wants to take the top off. Intercepted. Big play stops the drive. Made the play on the pick, was hoping to make one on the return. He'll have to settle for letting the offense pay it off from the 26. Handoff from the gun. Squirts across the 30 to the 32, a pickup of 5.
It's a point in the game, I think, as a coaching staff where you really challenge your offensive line to go win the football game, right? We've got to lead late. We're going to run the football. And the defense and everybody in the stadium knows that's what's going to happen. Can we run the ball down their throats and impose our will? That's what this offense right now is trying to do.
They make the stop, but he'll have enough yardage for a first down.
And I love that decision by this quarterback. No monkeying around, man. Get to the spot, get the first down, lower your shoulder. I don't need a big play. I just want another set of downs. Nice job running the option, knowing where the first down marker is.
Great job of contained by this defense. And in order to do that, the end man on the line of scrimmage defensively has got to be able to set the point and force the football back into traffic. And that's exactly what happened.
They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. Wants to go up top. Pocket breaking down. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face third down.
Well, if this offense is going to win this game, and down the road, if they're going to reach the college football playoff and look to win a national championship, they have got to keep this quarterback clean. Couldn't do it on that last play.
Throws to the wideout. He's got him wide open. It's a seam wide open. And he'll be forced out of bounds, but not before yet another big play in this passing attack. And that comfortable lead they enjoy right now is not slowing down the aggression, not one bit.
Well, I think at this point the coaching staff is just trying to continue evaluating their own players, and I don't hate the mindset. There's time on the clock. Keep trying to score.
And I know you can play these late game situations differently, but I love when you just stay physical. You run the football, you preserve the lead, you got great field position, you're in a great position to salt this clock away and get a W.
Deep shot for the end zone. Touchdown Tigers. And the route is on. They add on another one, and they're about to push their record to 5-1.
And this offense continuing to put up points. This game's out of reach. You know you're going to win, but still throwing the football, still finding that connection. I imagine there'll be some salty handshakes at the end of this game.
If you can do that, I don't know why you don't do it every time. Reduce the risk. Banged it out of the back of the end zone. They'll put it in play at the 25. BC has the ball back, hoping for a party in the mods. Gonna run it. It's Peters. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball.
Well, this running back has struggled to find anywhere to go, and I think one reason why is this linebacker and his speed. He did a great job there identifying where the ball was going to go. He didn't let anybody block him, made his way to the running back and got him on the ground. Nice job.
It's always interesting how people handle late game. Like, you know this game is over. There's not a lot to gain from it, but some people try to throw the ball deep and continue to make plays. They throw it short. The clock's running out, and there's not a lot to talk about that's going to be positive for this offense.
They've made third down offense a key. It'll be tested on 3rd and long from the 28. From the gun, wants to pass. Finds his man. It's Lawson. Love to see these 3rd down conversions on offense, and they're out to their own 39-yard line. BC back to work after picking up the first down. From the gun, he leaves it with the back. And this one will be stopped for no gain. Boston College right back to the line.
Nice job by this defense creating that negative play. That's what all defenses want to do.
It's picked off and another empty drive. He'll try to take it back. The 30. Inside the... Touchdown, Tigers. The defense does the work itself with a pick 6. That'll give them a little more breathing room as they try to push this winning streak to 5.
And this has been the story of the game. Everything going their way. Offensively, special teams, and now on defense here in the 4th quarter. They're still being aggressive. They're still jumping these throws. And he picked that thing off and took it all the way to the house.
We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
A bit of an under-the-radar game this week, guys, but take a look at this. Rutgers is currently ahead in this one. The folks in Piscataway have been in a frenzy all week, but they're in the birthplace of college football. This one is close. They're up by a field goal over Western Michigan. We'll circle back. If anything big happens, you should know about it.
Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us know when it goes final. Boston College sending the offense back onto the field. It's a good thing to be charitable, Jesse, but I think the last couple of drives might be overdoing it a bit.
I agree, and I think at this point, David, the quarterback here, he's got to be a CEO, and he's got to really get his guys settled down. A couple turnovers in a row now. They've got to find a rhythm.
A CEO, a.k.a. don't screw it up, young man. That's what it sounds like on the sidelines with the coaches. We got to stop turning the football over.
Got nothing on first down. Now 2nd and 10 from their own 25. Back to pass. And that's going to be incomplete. A lot of contact on the play, but no flags. It'll be third down.
Well, this has been a day to forget if you're this quarterback. And I got to be honest, guys, I'm surprised he's still even in the game right now because he has had zero rhythm. He hasn't been accurate. He's thrown a ton of interceptions. Most coaches would have pulled their guy by now. I know the guy I played for back in college, he would have pulled me about 2 interceptions ago.
Grabbed over the middle. It's Royer. They'll keep this drive moving by picking up the first down. They have it at the 36. That will take us to the 2-minute timeout, and not much time left for this offense to put together a miracle. They've got it at the 36. It's a 1st and 10. Looking for space. It's Peters. A confident, tough, efficient run. Gets it up to the 44.
Listen, I'm not one for moral victories, and obviously they're trailing by a lot of points late in this game, and they are going to lose, but it is a good sign if you're the head coach of this team that you're seeing your guys out there still competing and still fighting until there's zeros on the clock.
And the Golden Eagles can play this second down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. Got rid of it quickly, but it's incomplete.
And this defense has put a game together. Like, it is hard to put all the facets of defense together. Run defense, pass defense. They've been so good, man. Dialed in. You could tell they were ready. They were fast. They were physical. They dominated this football game today.
The Golden Eagles really need to keep this drive alive on 3rd down. Might be changing the route. They turn to the passing game on 3rd and short. He's got it up to 30. Touchdown, Boston College! And once he found open space, the band might as well start playing.
Well, you got to love the attitude of this team. I know they're still down by a lot on the scoreboard, but a really nice job by the quarterback. Accurate throw on that touchdown pass.
And the point after is good. So that was a 6-play, 75-yard drive. And the scoring play coming on a 56-yard touchdown pass. Kickoff unit is out there again, and this crowd is feeling themselves after that last drive. On the run from inside his own 5. Couldn't find a way to create that broken field as he stopped at the 25. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. With jet sweep pass. Breaks into the open. He's all the way across the 40. They'll mark him out of bounds at the 41 in the running game getting it done.
I love that play call, and I love the timing of the pre-snap motion. Because the quarterback was able to get it to the receiver right behind the offensive line, because of the timing, he was able to outflank the defense. That puts him out in space where he's able to use his speed. Nice job with the pre-snap motion and timing.
Stopping the run is very high on every defensive coordinator's list. Making the team one-dimensional. Nice job stuffing the run on that play right there.
Didn't get much on 1st down. It's 2nd and 9. The give to the running back from the shotgun. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage.
That back had absolutely nowhere to run the football. Actually, is he counting? I think he's counting to make sure there's only 11 guys on defense.
Even with this lead, they're going to toss it again. And this will be incomplete as the game comes to a close. It's really easy to get caught up in the emotion of